ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Shall we continue in Arabic, inshallah? How many people speak Arabic? MashaAllah, majority, MashaAllah. How many people speak Urdu? Kya hal hai? MashaAllah. That's great. So we're going to speak in English so everybody, inshallah, will follow. Dear brothers and sisters, no Arabic, no Urdu, inshallah. Harun al-Rashid was Amir al-Mu'mineen. And subhanAllah, at his time, he was almost ruling all over the world. At the time of the glory of Islam. May Allah SWT bring it back, inshallah. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
By the way, the word Ameen is an Abyssinian word, it's not Arabic. It means Allahumma stajib wa taqabbal. It means, oh Allah, accept. We say it every day, right? So we need to, Ameen is not an Arabic word, it's an Abyssinian word. Now, Harun al-Rashid was sitting one day and his advisors were sitting next to him. And he felt thirsty. And he asked some water. And subhanAllah, they bring him water. One of the advisors stopped the cup of water. And he said, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, لو منعت هذا الماء كم تدفع? If you were denied this water, how much would you give to get that drink of water? He said, أدفع نصف ملكي. I'll give half my kingdom, half the world. Then he gave it to him and he drank. And after he finished, he said, يا أمير المؤمنين لو حبس فيك هذا الماء كم تدفع ليخرج منه? If you have a problem, just to go into the washroom to release yourself out of that water, how much would you give? He said, I would give the other half of my kingdom. Then the man said, أيها الناس اشهدوا أن ملك هارون الرشيد لا يساوي شربة ماء وخروجها من البدن. He said, oh people, bear witness that the whole kingdom of Harun al-Rashid is not even equal to having a drink of water and just getting released out of that in the washroom. When Harun al-Rashid used to stand in his garden, or let's use the North American terms, like in his backyard, and looks at the clouds, he talks to the clouds. And then when the clouds just pass by and it doesn't rain, he talks to the clouds and says, أمطري أو لا تمطري سيأتيني خراجك بإذن الله. He talks to the clouds saying, whether the rain, falls down here or some other country, I'm ruling all over the world. After this rain will come down and the crops will come, it will come to me anyway. This is the time of the glory of Islam. Look at the point, or at the minute, or at the moment when Harun al-Rashid was dying. Shall we die all, inshallah? When? وَمَا تَدْرِي نَفْسٌ مَاذَا تَكْسِبُ غَدًا وَمَا تَدْرِي نَفْسٌ بِأَيِّ أَرْضٍ تَمُوتُ. No one knows how much provision you will make tomorrow. No one knows when are you going to die, where are you going to die. So when Harun al-Rashid was dying, he was crying. وَجَاءَتْ سَكْرَةُ الْمَوْتِ بِالْحَقِّ. When the moment of death comes, this is, inescapable truth, right? حق. ذَلِكَ مَا كُنْتَ مِنْهُ تَحِيدٌ. When you get sick or when you think you're going to die, what do? Tahid. You resort to medication. You resort to a doctor because you don't want to die. You want to live more. But subhanAllah, when Harun al-Rashid was dying, the man who was ruling all over the world, what did he say? He raised his hands to Allah and he said, يا من لا يزول ملكه ارحم من قد زال ملكه. Oh, the one whose kingdom is unending, it's eternal. Have mercy on the one whose kingdom is gone and he's dying now. Dear brothers and sisters, what I want to share with you tonight is an ayah in the surat Qaf that I recited in the first rak'ah. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَجَاءَتْ سَكْرَةُ الْمَوْتِ بِالْحَقِّ, when the moment of death comes, and this is the inescapable truth, all of us will die. And since we don't know when, we have to be ready all the time. ذَلِكَ مَا كُنْتَ مِنْهُ تَحِيدٌ. When you feel you're sick, when you feel you're going to die, tahid means you resort to, you go and seek help of medication, doctors. You don't want to die. But then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you will die. And then what will happen after that? You go to the grave, and some people think that's it. No, the grave is not the end. It's a transitional stage, after which you'll be resurrected. وَنُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ, when the horn will be blown. ذَلِكَ يَوْمُ الْوَعِيدِ, this is the day you were promised. This is the day when everyone will be paid back what he has done in this life. وَجَاءَتْ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ, and every single person of us, مَعَهَا سَائِقٌ وَشَهِيدٌ. Scholars of Tafsir said that every person will come with sa'iq. Sa'iq, literally speaking, means a driver, somebody who drives you. They said sa'iq here means the Quran. Where's the Quran in your life today? Is it behind your back or in front of you? If you put the Quran behind your back, it's going to be coming to drive you into hellfire. May Allah save us all. But if you put the Quran in front of you, it's going to be light, guiding you to Jannah. May Allah SWT make us all amongst them. You know the meaning of America? Is the Arabic word? No. It's Abyssinian, okay? Yeah. So, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَشَهِيد. What is the meaning of shaheed? Literally people say martyr or witness. Okay? This is going to be something for you or against you. What is it? It's a record. Where everything you have done in this life is written down there. And will be given to you. وَكُلَّ إِنسَانٍ أَلْزَمْنَاهُ طَائِرَهُ فِي عُنُقِهِ وَنُخْرِجُ لَهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ كِتَابًا يَلْقَاهُ مَنْشُورًا اقْرَأْ كِتَابَكَ كَفَى بِنَفْسِكَ الْيَوْمَ عَلَيْكَ حَسِيبًا. That record, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we recited in the first rak'ah, وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ وَنَعْلَمُ مَا تُوَسْوِسُ بِهِ نَفْسُهُ. We have created man, and we know exactly what goes on in his mind. وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. We are closer to him than the jugular vein. This is حبل الوريد, the jugular vein. And some people are going to say, Allah is saying, we are closer to him than the jugular vein, means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with every one of us? No, read the next ayat, Allah is going to explain it very clearly. إِذْ يَتَلَقَّى الْمُتَلَقِّيَانِ عَنِ الْيَمِينِ وَعَنِ الشِّمَالِ قَعِيدٌ. Meaning that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't have to be physically with you, but He assigns two angels. One on the right and one on the left. مَا يَلْفِظُ مِنْ قَوْلٍ. Whatever utterance that you make, إِلَّا لَدَيْهِ رَقِيبٌ عَتِيدٌ. Like there is Raqib and there is Atid. They write down everything that you do. And the one on the right writes the good deeds. And the one on the left writes the bad deeds. And then you get a record of everything. And subhanAllah, when you get that record of the Day of Judgment, we know what we have done in this dunya, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala announces that moment on the Day of Judgment. If you read in surat al-Haqqah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فإذا نفخ في الصور نفخة واحدة وحملت الأرض والجبال فدكتا دكة واحدة فيومئذ وقعت الواقعة وانشقت السماء فهي يومئذ واهية والملك على أرجائها ويحمل عرش ربك فوقهم يومئذ ثمانية. These are things that will happen before the moment will come. These are signs of what's going to happen on the Day of Judgment. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يومئذ تعرضون. On that day, you'll be presented in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لا تخفى منكم خافية. Nothing will be hidden out of you. Whether physically, you'll be completely naked. As the Prophet ﷺ, as Aisha reported in al-Bukhari, she said, Prophet of Allah, men and women looking at each other, he said, Ya Aisha, al-mawqif as'abu bikathir. People will not be thinking about that on that day. Yes, men and women will be naked. But not only physically, but the record will come to you, and it has everything that you have done. And you see the reaction of people? فَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِيَمِينِهِ. When the results will be announced, and you will receive your book or record in your right hand, that's a good sign. You are making it to Jannah, inshallah. May Allah SWT make us all amongst them. فَيَقُولُ هَاؤُمُ اقْرَءُوا كِتَابِيَهْ. Allahu Akbar. Imagine on the graduation day, and they give you your certificate, and you are an A+ student. How would you feel? You will raise that certificate high and say, "Whoa, I made it! I'm an A student!" And you're gonna run to your mother, "Hey, be proud of your son! I made it!" This is exactly the description. Allah is saying, "هَاؤُمُ اقْرَءُوا كِتَابِيَهْ." He wants everyone to come and see his book. He's proud. He made it to Jannah. Why? Because he was a heedless person, and this is the topic that I want to talk about. He was living a life of heedlessness. He didn't prepare himself for death. He didn't prepare himself for meeting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No. Allah said that this person would say, إِنِّي ظَنَنْتُ أَنِّي مُلَاقٍ حِسَابِيَ. I was dead certain that I'm going to stand in front of Allah and I'm going to be given this record. So I prepared myself for that moment. Have you prepared yourself for that moment? It's not too late. Then the good news. فَهُوَ فِي عِيشَةٍ رَاضِيَةٍ فِي جَنَّةٍ عَالِيَةٍ قُطُوفُهَا دَانِيَةٍ. Good news. Where is he going to be? In a blessed life, pleasant life, in a garden that's high. And subhanAllah, the fruits of which will come to him. He doesn't have to go to the tree. The tree and the branches will come to you. قُطُوفُهَا دَانِيَةٍ. And then the good news, Allah is going to say, كُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا هَنِيئًا. Eat and drink out of enjoyment. Not because you will be hungry or thirsty. Nobody will be hungry in Jannah. Nobody will be thirsty in Jannah. You just eat out of enjoyment. Why? بِمَا أَسْلَفْتُمْ. Because of what you have paid before. Everybody was sleeping, but you were establishing the right prayers. Everybody was like watching movies and you were reading the Quran. People were playing, but you were praying. Everybody was so miserly and stingy and he wouldn't give the zakah, but you were very cautious. You paid your zakah on time. When you were able physically and financially, the first thing you thought of is not to go to spend the vacation somewhere. Your best place to spend your vacation is to go for Hajj. Go to Umrah. So you were preparing yourself. بِمَا أَسْلَفْتُمْ فِي الْأَيَّامِ الْخَالِيَةِ. You have done a lot. So now you deserve Jannah. You were always thinking about Jannah. Jannah is your ultimate goal in life.